Yes, we get to Innuendo, released in 1991. Now, by this point in 91, they had entered a deal with Hollywood Records, who would continue to this very day to re-release all of their previous albums here stateside. This was probably where they had the most money to work with on production value. And this is also the most advanced technology Freddie Mercury would ever get to work with. This was also recorded in Montreux. This album sounds big. I know it's weird to say. It sounds big. And that's basically because they have the studio, which overlooks a casino in Montreux. Well, they had access to the main casino hall. And they lined the whole hall with microphones and recorded it as it was live, which was different. The previous albums were recorded up in a studio. This one was recorded live in a much larger room, and it shows. And it opens with the titular track, Innuendo. It is the 90s version of Queen. Or what did I just say? 90s version of Queen. 90s version of Bohemian Rhapsody. This is also a 6.5-minute piece, and it is a tour de force of what I can almost describe as foreboding gothic introduction to the vein of Kashmir by Led Zeppelin, to going into like a flamenco piece, operatic pieces in this. By the way, Wikipedia reminded me, Steve Howe, yes, came in and did the flamenco guitar for the interlude. It is a tour de force of everything Queen could ever achieve. And again, like I said, what's just so cool about Queen? They could hit so many different styles of music and make it feel natural. Innuendo is one of, I wouldn't say it's my alt. I love 39 just a bit more, but it may be up there with 39. I prefer it over Bohemian Rhapsody. If that takes you, and check out the music video too, though by this point they weren't making videos live anymore due to Mercury's health. It was basically a homage of their entire career of all these different art styles. Check it out. So you follow up the titular track with I'm Going Slightly Mad, which this song's a little helter-skelter in terms of its rhythm and motto. Mercury's mostly, I would say, he's mostly sing-talking at this point. Music video is very interesting. The song, there's a lot of ideas of what the song is about. I'm not quite sure about even myself, but it's a song about somebody going slightly crazy, and he gets to try out all his different costumes in the music video as well. So I enjoy I'm Going Slightly Mad. Not too much, but I enjoy it. I'd listen to it after Innuendo, because next we have Headlong, which I'm always surprised they did not open the album of Headlong. I feel they could have been better. I think they could have been better, or maybe you put Innuendo at the midpoint. That's just me personally. Headlong. I keep using the same description. Headlong. Definitely way to start your day off. If you're looking to start off a race, listen to Headlong. It'll give you a rush. It'll give you an adrenaline. I probably should have listened to Headlong before I started recording. I might have to just pause and go listen to Headlong. Oh my God, we're an hour and a half in. Oh my God. I Can't Live With You, but I Can't Live Without You. Got a very catchy chorus. Everybody's tuning in on that one. Love it. Don't Try So Hard. Soft piece. Pretty interesting. I'm not going to replay it, but I'd listen for the album. Ride the Wild Wind. A little bit in the vein of I'm in love with my car, a car-heavy song. Middle of the road. I don't honestly remember too much about Ride the Wild Wind, but I never complain about it. All God's People. I do not remember that one, sadly. These Are the Days of Our Lives. Unintentionally, very, very somber song, as this was the last music video that Freddie Mercury ever recorded. It was originally written by Roger Taylor, and it was more about him reminiscing on how quickly his children have grown up. And even in that sense, it is a very touching song. But when you add on that this is that the music video is some of the last images the public ever had of Mercury. Then we move to Delilah. Again, Queen likes poking fun. This is a song about his favorite cat, Delilah. Queen, remember, Mercury was a cat person. Cat. And let me explain a few things why I like Queen so much. Anyways. Then we get to the Hitman. Another fast-paced, heavy rocker. Everything is going up to 11, and this is actually where Mercury reached one of not the single highest octave he ever hit. So if you want to hear how high his voice can truly go, listen to the Hitman. And it also has like a 2 solid minute instrumental that's an outro. No dialogue. You just listen to the band going all out in the jam. Bijou, uh, I don't remember Bijou too much. I guess that's what it says for it. Hi. Future readout here to remind past readouts, you don't know what Bijou is. Bijou has one of the most tear-jerking riffs that Brian May ever produced. Essentially, if you've not heard the composition before, it was an idea between Brian May and Freddie Mercury that, you know how most songs have vocals and like a guitar melody in the middle, then vocals to exit the song? Let's flip that. So we have the vocal verses actually being guitar riffs, and then the bridging segment will actually be our one piece of vocals. I still understand why past me forgot about Bijou because it is a much there's not a lot to it in terms of lyrical remembrance. And I guess maybe my brain remembers lyrics more over than anything else. Maybe that's just what happened there in that brief moment. But no, Bijou deserves to be remembered and just increases the reason why Innuendo is the supreme album Queen ever made. All right, back to the video. And then we end with The Show Must Go On. Now, like I said, was it all worth it? Was Mercury's personal farewell to the band. By that point, he was like, okay, whatever happens next, it's an added bonus for all of us. The Show Must Go On was not supposed to be seen as his farewell, but because of the title, it became just that. And it is still seen today. This is the song that many see as the end of Queen. This is where the band end. And what a way to go out. All four of them together. Again, Mercury hitting some of his highest notes. It's crazy to think that by this point when he's recording it, some of his descriptions that he's having to prop himself up to sing it. Like he couldn't even properly stand. And you listen to his voice and I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. So yeah, it's awesome. Listen to The Show Must Go On. You already have. I think, especially with the biopic that came out a few years ago, it's become a very popular song. People have rediscovered it. And that ends Innuendo. And this is my all-time favorite Queen album, which I don't have on vinyl yet. Yeah, I'm putting an S tier. Yes, there's a couple songs that my brain's a little foggy on, but this is one I can put in. I have to listen to it end to end. This is the best sounding Queen ever got, the clearest sounding. I think this is the peak of their musician craftsmanship. That's my opinion. Probably not a take most people would have. Innuendo, Mercury went out on top.